Hello, my name's Sam, my pronouns are they, them, and welcome back to my office. So, today is Monday, November 28th, and we are at the end of Nanowrimo. So I went home to see my family over the Thanksgiving week, but my mom and I, we do like a Christmas celebration during the week of Thanksgiving because we don't drive in the snow in Maine. It's just not functional for us, so we just kind of do it a little bit early. And therefore, I have basically not written in about a week. And I have 2 days to get to as close as 50,000 as I can get. I think I'm at like 32 or 33,000 right now. I'm going to try as hard as I can to get as close as I can. And I'm going to say that if I don't hit the 50,000, then it's certainly not the end of the world. It is what it is. But I would really like to get as close as possible at this point within the next 2 days. Do I think that I can do almost 20,000 words in 2 days? Absolutely not. Of course I can't. But we're still gonna try. So let's get started there. Gotten in just under 2,000 words in an hour. I'm at 1,926 words, which puts me at just under 35,000 for right now. So I'm at 3,930 words. So we're getting there. If I could get to 40,000 words tonight, that would be a miracle. So I'm gonna go have some food so I can try to get there. Again, it'll be a miracle, but I'm still gonna make the attempt. Okay, hello. So today is the 29th of November. I totally, in my brain, had a different thought of how this was going to go because I was only accounting for the 28th and the 29th and I wasn't accounting for the 30th. So now I honestly feel a lot better than how I did yesterday. So I didn't do a final check-in last night, but last night I got to 5,035 words. So right now I'm at 38,039 words. I have to get done about 12,000 words within the next 2 days. That's about 6,000 words a day, which is a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna try and pump out 1,000 words this morning before I go into work. Because yesterday, after I got out of work at 4 o'clock, between like 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock, I wrote 5,000 words. So if I just take care of the first 1,000 this morning, then I could do the 5,000 again tonight and do the exact same routine again tomorrow, and then I will have succeeded. Now, do I think that the story that I'm working on is going to be finished at 50,000 words. I actually don't think so, which is a surprise for me. I mean, I guess this is my first long form like this, so I didn't really know what I was getting into in terms of long form, but I don't think that it's gonna be it. So at 38,000 words, we just had our first smooch. And the worst part is, I know that this draft is missing so many, like, details, like scenery details and details about the characters and, like, movement details and, like, all of those little things that, like, make my writing my writing. And I'm missing so many of them right now because I did not plan accordingly. So, like, I have a vague idea of what my characters look like in my head, but in all honesty, it changes a little bit with where my brain cells are at. And I can tell you that my brain cells are everywhere right now. So, I'm gonna get in a quick writing session, and then I will come home from work later and I will do some more writing. Okay, hello. So it is currently 4:50 p.m. And I just got back from work and I had a quick snack and sat down for a minute. So I have 5,000 more words to write today. I actually ended up getting 1,000 words done while I was at work, but now I have 5,000 more to go. And today, I'm pretty sure my girlfriend is gonna come home and make me a snug nest, because she is the master at making snug nests. So if that occurs, I'll sneak a quick picture and I'll throw it right here. So I'm really hoping that she does that, and then I'll just pull my laptop out and I will sit in the living room and write for a little while. Until then, I should get a little bit more done. I do have some food in the oven right now, and she should be home in just a little while. So we'll kind of see how much I end up getting done. Hopefully a good portion. Until then, I'm at like 39,000 words right now. So I have 11,000 words to do in the next 2 days. But you know what? I got this. I got this. I think that for the next 2 days, I will follow the story where it takes me. I'll just kind of let it wind through without really thinking too much about it. But come December 1st, I think that I am going to write the ending on December 1st. Like the last couple chapters, the ending. No matter where I am in the story. So then I can kind of go from there and like take it from that endpoint that I had on November 30th and kind of try and get to where the ending is supposed to be. Because I'm still not sure how I'm going to get there, but I feel like I can't get there until I write the ending. In a way. I don't know if this is a smart way to do it, honestly. It's something that I definitely do with my short form content and stories and all that fun stuff, but I don't, like I said, this is my first long form that I'm doing right now. I'm at like over 60 pages and my brain is just kind of like flying. So we're figuring it out as we go. I'm gonna set up a quick setup and I'm gonna do a little bit of writing while I've got food in the oven. Just try and get in like a couple hundred words or something before dinner is ready. Okay? Okay. Sounds good. Bye. Okay, hello, November 30th. Last day in Nanowrimo. I'm at 41,003 words. So if I want to beat Nano this year, I have to write about 9,000 words tonight. It's 5 o'clock. I made a martini, so that's it. I'm gonna start writing. Okay, hello. It is 9:35 p.m. I have been writing pretty much nonstop since 5 p.m. So it's been like 4.5 hours now. And I have gotten like 7,500 words in. So as of right now, as of this second, I am at 48,578 words. And I'm gonna keep going. I mean, I'm like 2 martinis in. I'm living my best life. I've got like my heating pad, and I don't have a lot of clips of me writing because I was in bed with my heated mattress pad. I'm gonna write another 500 words, and then I'm going to have a martini for my last 1,000 words, and then I will check in and tell you when I finish Nano, and then we will just do like a full recap tomorrow on December 1st because I am tired. I did it. I finished Nano at 10:45 p.m. I wrote 10,000 words today. Talk about it more tomorrow. Okay, hello. It is December 1st, and it is the day after Nanowrimo 2022. And last night at like 10:45 p.m., I completed Nano and proceeded to just kind of cry and stand there like in shock. I don't know how I wrote 50,002 words in 30 days, but I did. I don't know how I wrote 10,000 words yesterday alone, but I did. Everyone saw my process of like maybe the past like 3 days. Let's kind of talk about my experience, what I took out of this, where I kind of stand with Nano now that I'm done, I did it, all that fun stuff. So let's start with the big elephant in the room. First and foremost, my novel is not complete. Not even in the slightest. Yes, I am at 50,002 words as of this exact second. But my novel is not even close to being done. I could probably use another like 20 to 30,000 words at this point to get us to the end. So I don't want to give off the mentality that I wrote a book in 30 days. I didn't. Not even in the slightest. My book is not done. It is not well written. It lacks a lot of description. I have not done character charts, so like there are no character descriptions like really besides hair color throughout the entire story, because I have like this vague idea of what my characters look like in my head, but I haven't decided. I haven't nailed anything down yet. I don't have my setting nailed down. I picked out like a Washington, Pacific Northwest area, and that's kind of where I want to stay with it, but like, do I have details? No. Is my story well-rounded, and does the structure of it really work? No. Not at all. Like, all of the things that make a good story are not even components in my 50,000 words at this point, because I'm spending this draft learning the story myself. I didn't have the story planned out when I went into this. It was like, okay, let's do some writing. Let's try and learn where my mind wants to go and where my characters are going to take it. And oh boy, have they taken it and run it. I don't have a novel right now ready and out for the universe to see. I have a draft of something that I am learning myself. I have something that I think could potentially end up being something. Is it guaranteed to be something? Absolutely not. I mean, but is it something that I'm really proud of? Yes. Is it something that I would currently share in its form with anyone else? Absolutely not. No. No, you would have to kill me first. Pry it out of my cold, dead, clammy hand. That being said, I feel like Nanowrimo this year was incredibly successful for me. I feel like I've broken down a wall with Nano, and I'm kind of back in that range where it's like I feel like I can write. I feel like I can be a writer. I feel like I'm back into my groove. I feel like I want to write. I feel like I have the desire to tell stories again. I feel like I have the desire to live in the fantasy worlds that I can create. I feel like I want to work short form, long form. I feel like I am ready to get back into it. And that is not something that I thought I would ever be able to say. That is what Nano has given me. Now, some expectations that I had for Nano that were just obliterated. They're gone. I really thought Nano was going to help me develop like a writing schedule more than anything else. I thought it was going to help me get to a place where like, okay, this is when I write. I've got this down. I'm a very routine-oriented person. I like repetition. And that did not happen. I did not have a specific routine throughout the month of November to get it done. That just kind of didn't work with my life and my schedule and my plans. So, am I a little bit disappointed at that? Yes, a little, because I really wanted to develop that routine, to keep consistent, and to kind of make it more of a habit rather than having to make like the active choice for it every day. But I've kind of come to realize that it really has to be like a very active choice every day. I have to make the time for it, which was not my original expectation. I have also learned that writing, like typing on my keyboard with a space heater, like I have a little tiny desk space heater, flowing right onto my wrists is the best feeling in the world. It is heavenly, truly heavenly, because I have terrible circulation in my little fingers. So that really helped push everything along. The other expectation that I had, that I still feel kind of disappointed in myself about, is that I expected to be able to find a more comfortable community during Nano, and I did try, but you know, I'm saying as I'm talking to a camera, hopefully talking to another person, at least one other person. It's hard to find a community to feel comfortable in, and I can definitely say that I don't feel very comfortable in the writer community at this point. I feel a little bit more comfortable in the reader community. For some reason, like, the thought of, like, writers and authors, they just intimidate me so much. So I definitely failed in that department, very, very hard. I failed in the wanting to share my story and, like, the details of it pretty bad. So that's kind of disappointing, and there's no one to blame other than myself at that point. There is one streamer that I ended up watching a lot, and I'll link them down below because I really enjoyed their streams. They were very, like, calming, and they were good productivity streams for me. Overall, like, this was a really, really positive experience for me. I think that I will definitely do it again next year. Kind of see, like, how everything has altered over the year of, like, my writing process, if I end up developing a routine, all that fun stuff. I think the reality is, like, I still stand by the statement that you have to find your own reasons to do Nano. You're not going to go into Nano with a blank canvas and then walk out with a fully perfectly written novel ready to start sending off to publishing. That's an unrealistic expectation to set on yourself, and it will only cause you to be disappointed in yourself as a writer, and that's not what Nano is for. Nano is to encourage people to go back to writing, to be involved, to come up with stories, to fall in love with the process again, despite the stress. I just want everyone to be able to set their own expectations for what Nano gives them. If you aren't so worried about the word count and you're more worried about developing your process, then if you get your process to where you want to be at the end of the month, then no matter your word count, you still won Nano. That kind of mentality is, I think, where we should take it. You know, Nano, the 50,000 word mark, is a baseline. If you are not even sure where to start, let's start there. But if you have other goals, other ideals, other focuses, then you should focus on those and take what you need from the month. Take the support, the community, the extra motivation. Whatever you did for Nano, if you feel like you got something out of it, then you won Nano. If you feel like you got what you wanted out of it, then I am proud of you. I think you did amazing. No matter what anyone else says, no matter what the word count tracker says, no matter what the badges say, you did a really good job. So I have 50,000 words of developmental chaos to continue writing on until I get to the end, and then to go through and start editing. See if I want to take it any farther than it already is. And that is the end of my Nanowrimo. Oh boy, am I excited to start reading again. I am taking the month of December as, like, a reading focused month. Give myself a little bit of slack, a little bit of a break, and we'll just kind of go from there. I hope everyone's really happy with everything they got done. I hope that no one feels discouraged because of Nano. I'm proud of you. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. I hope everyone feels fantastic. I'll see you next time. Bye.